This is where it all started, in Café Nero in DIFC, in Dubai International Financial Center. And when I'm talking about what started here is my story, my journey, everything started here. So 4 years ago, in 2021, that's when I started my online business. And every time I come here, it's very, very special. It's a very special place because this is where I started to have ideas. This is where I started to envision my future. This is where I took some decisions as well that I wasn't so sure about it. And I had a lot of moments of reflection in this table, in this coffee shop. So this is a place that actually means a lot to me. 5 years ago, as you know, 2020 was COVID. And during that year, the gyms were closed. I couldn't give any sessions. I was a personal trainer for almost 10 years. I stopped giving sessions. I wasn't present on social media. I didn't like social media. I didn't like pictures. I couldn't talk to a camera because I was too self-conscious. I was kind of shy, we can call it, camera shy. And I didn't see myself doing any other thing that just personal training sessions. So the reason of this video is to tell a bit more about my story and how I ended up here, and why I'm recording this today. It's simply because first, it's a Sunday, which is usually my reflection day. Second, because I got today to 50,000 followers on Instagram, which is something that I never thought it was possible. And these are the two main reasons. And sometimes, I mean, we don't talk a lot about our story, and that's maybe I just want this to serve as an example to you in case you're facing moments of doubt, moments of disbelief, moments that you don't believe in yourself, moments that you think of giving up. Maybe this story, maybe my story will help you somehow keep going and never give up. And yeah, so 5 years ago, so I used to be a personal trainer for almost 10 years in Portugal. Then I went to Kuwait. Then I went to Fujairah, to the Emirates. And I was working as a head coach in a gym in Fujairah, where after 9 months or 10 months, I got fired. And thank God that happened, because that wasn't what I wanted to do. You know, like when I was in Portugal, I was making good money as a personal trainer. I got my bachelor's degree in sports sciences, in my master's degree in sports management. I did my postgraduate studies in nutrition, a lot of certifications, personal trainer certifications, all these things. So I was highly qualified for that field. I was giving a lot of sessions, like 8 to 10 sessions per day, and I was feeling great. Then someone reached out to me on LinkedIn to work in a gym in Kuwait. I went to that gym in Kuwait to work as a personal trainer. Then I was invited to come to Fujairah, which is in the UAE, to be the head coach of a gym as well that was opening in this Emirates, which is 100 kilometers from Dubai. I was happy and fulfilled with that because I felt that, okay, this is the once in a lifetime opportunity for me to go abroad, to go to a place that I always wanted to go. So I believe this is a sign of God, of something like that is happening, that I need to embrace this chance, this opportunity, because I don't want to be a personal trainer all the time. So, and I didn't see a way out, so I thought maybe this is the way out. Deep inside, I knew that I would be working for someone else, so that didn't leave me completely satisfied, because I wanted to work on my own terms, have my freedom, time freedom, financial freedom. So I knew that even though this was a good opportunity for me to level up, this wasn't the ultimate exit that I wanted in my life. But anyway, I decided to embrace this, and it was difficult. Okay, it was difficult because I had to leave my family, I had to leave my friends, my clients. I had a stable income as a personal trainer. I had good, stable clients. So let me just sip here my coffee, and otherwise it gets cold. And it was, I think, one of the hardest moments of my life. My life was kind of dialed in, you know, making good money, stable clients, family, friends and all these things, but I knew something. Life is not made of comfort. Sometimes you need to be comfortable, of course, but things start to happen when you step outside your comfort zone with everything, with the workouts, with business, with relationship, with everything. So, and I knew that deep inside I needed to be uncomfortable and leave that comfort zone in order to grow. And that's exactly what happened. I moved to Fujairah. I worked for 9 months as head coach, and then thank God I was fired from that job, which was a very tough situation. That situation left me speechless, because I thought, you know, when you have a job and someone and you're fired, you think like, what am I going to do now? So I literally had 30 days to leave the country. I had 30 days to leave the country, and I didn't know what to do. Should I move back home? Should I try another country? Should I try the same role? Like, should I try to get into a personal training job in another gym? What can I do? And deep inside, I knew that if I went back to Portugal after 9 months, this would be like the red card, you know, like, go away, go back home. This would be like, you lost, okay? And I didn't want. I knew that I could do way better. I knew that I had way more potential than I was showing, and I was like, okay, I'm not going home. I'm not going back to Portugal for now, because that would be a sign that they won, and I wanted to prove them that they didn't win. And what I did is I started to apply for different personal training jobs in Dubai, until I found one gym. I got accepted there as a personal trainer, and that started my journey in Dubai. However, I knew something. I knew that having a personal training job kind of was like a downgrade again. So I had that great life in Portugal, then I got upgraded, like moved to the UAE as a head coach, manage a team and all these things. So I kind of leveled up. And then somehow I felt that going to Dubai, but as a personal trainer, was like, again, a little bit of, can we call it a downgrade maybe? But I knew that wouldn't be the end. I knew that would be just the transition. So I used that period very, very wisely to learn new skills, to develop myself physically, personally, read a lot of books, do a lot of courses, and stack some money. That's basically it. So I was in Dubai. I wasn't going out at night. I wasn't spending money. I was just like trying to give as many personal training sessions as possible, putting money aside, learning about business, learning about investing, about the stock market, about ETFs, about crypto, how to grow a business, about marketing, about sales. All these things are not related to fitness, because the fitness was kind of dialed in already. And that was up until, let's say, March. So I was working as a personal trainer for like 4 months or 5 months in Dubai until March 2020, which is, as you know, lockdown. Okay, so by this time when it was lockdown, things were like, I felt again like, oh my God, what is happening now? Because when I started to get more clients, putting more money apart, the gyms closed again, and again, I didn't have any online presence. And I was like, what am I going to do now? What am I going to do now? I'm lost. Like, I just barely put money together, because I had like 4 months of personal training sessions. Okay, I put some money together, but it wasn't like substantial. Now the gyms were closed, everything was closed. I didn't have any presence on social media. I didn't have any clients, nothing. So I know that everything, you know, mostly, I believe that everything happens for you and not to you. Okay, and what I mean with this, it's very simple. We need to face and we need to see things as an opportunity. Okay, so an opportunity, and understand that everything that happens, even if it's bad, something will happen for you. If you have an injury, if you have a lockdown, if you're fired, everything happens for you. Maybe not immediately, but over the medium to long term, you're going to see the positive of that situation. Okay, so And I knew that the lockdown was the biggest gift that I had to develop myself. So instead of complaining, instead of crying and being desperate, I was like, now I have the best asset with me, which is time. It's not money, it's time. I have a lot of time because I cannot live. I'm not driving anywhere. I'm not trading my time for money. I'm not giving personal training sessions and counting reps. I'm not wasting time. So what can I do with this time? That's exactly when I started to develop going all in even more on business. Learning sales, learning marketing, learning about personal branding, learning about stocks. I started to move my money from a savings account to stock market, to ETFs, to crypto. How can I invest? How can I multiply my money? How can I make money while sleeping? And this was for 3 months. I was at home and I did some bodyweight workouts and I was just learning and learning and learning new skills. When the gyms opened again, sorry if I'm being a bit, I'm talking about all my story. I hope you're still tuned with it. It's a bit long, but I believe like I'm not talking just for you. I'm talking this as well for me so that I can remind myself of my own story, because even though I know my story, sometimes I don't share it enough. And I do believe that even if one person, even if it's you watching this, you're gonna learn something and apply this to your life, I will be super grateful. I'm gonna be super rewarded because I know that I'm helping someone to change their life. So what happened is that after lockdown, the gym started to open gradually, but a lot of clients were afraid of going to the gym, so everything was a bit of slow, we can call it like that. And they were literally not the same. And a few months after the gyms opened, I started to have an elbow pain, okay? And this started to aggravate, it started to be like getting worse and worse and worse, and I started to feel like kind of like difficulty in even holding dumbbells, like. And when I was a personal trainer, like I wanted to help my clients, like I wanted to give them the weights and support them and grab the weights and re-rack the weights and all these things, even though of course we don't need to do that because I know most of the personal trainers, they just tell the clients to grab the weights, but I wanted to show that high level service and I wanted to give the dumbbells and get the dumbbells and re-rack everything. And I started to feel that this was kind of like not enabling me, especially for example to help clients doing a dumbbell bench press. I had to hold the dumbbells like this and I felt a huge pain on my elbow and I was like, okay, this is not good. And this is like October, November 2020, when things started to open, airports started to open, and I was like, okay, it's been like almost 1 year that I don't go home, so I need to go home now. So I went home October 2020 because it's been almost 1 year after lockdown and everything that I don't see my family, and I wanted to go. Simply, I just wanted to go. So I just booked like 1 week before I went, and I had a job. That's the thing, and then they were pissed because I didn't justify, I didn't try to find a personal trainer to give my sessions, and then I was in Portugal, and then I extended my stay. Instead of 2 weeks, I decided to stay 3 weeks, and they were pissing me off. Like when I think about it now, it's like this was the best thing that I've done. And I was in Portugal, and they were calling me, this client doesn't have a replacement. You need to find a replacement for this personal trainer for this client. You cannot extend your stay knowing that you have clients here waiting. Like messed up. And I thought, okay, this is literally the wake-up call. This is the sign. Like I cannot continue like this. I can't continue like this. That's when I decided, okay, things need to change. And I came back to Dubai in November. Around November. And my elbow started to get worse. And when I went to the doctor, they saw that I have tennis elbow. And I told, again, the gym where I was working, I told them that I had tennis elbow, that I would have to take a few weeks maybe off, or not off, but I would have to take it easy, not supporting clients, not helping clients. And they didn't like the idea, because when you have a job, you're a machine, you're not a person, you're just a number. And that's what I figured out there. I'm not a person, I'm just a number, and they don't care about my feelings, about my injuries, my pain. They care about me producing as a machine inside that capitalist machine, and they didn't like that idea. And I saw, okay, now this is clearly the sign that I need to do something. That's when I started to do an online training course about online training, how to have an online business, basically. And I started to develop my skills. And January, I told them that I can't give sessions because this wasn't getting better. And they basically put me in a situation that either you give the sessions or you cannot continue here. And I said, okay, so I can continue here. And once again, this was 1 year after I was fired from Fujairah. This was kind of a mutual agreement. January 2021, I quit. And again, I had 1 month to figure out my life. Either I go back again to Portugal or I find a solution for this and I'm gonna create the freedom that I want, because I'm not gonna apply again for a personal training job. I'm not gonna find any other job. I'm not gonna work for anyone else. I need to make this work. I need to burn the ships and make this work. And that's exactly what I did. From January 2021, I went all in on business, developing my skills. I started to take pictures of my body with some captions, some topics, and that's where it all started. And then I moved here to DIFC, okay, which brings me now almost 16 minutes down the line, after the start of this video. I moved here to DIFC after I quit my job, and I didn't have a car. I sold my car because I wanted to be in a place where I had a gym, where I had coffee shops and accommodation as well. So I have a flat in the IFC. I have all these coffee shops here, especially Nero. I used to come here a lot. And that's the reason why I basically made this video. So this is a little bit of the overview, a bit of the story. What happened is that I came here after a few months. So I was posting some stuff on Facebook, but I didn't get any results. I was getting like maybe 1 or 2 or 3 clients, nothing sustainable, nothing like, I was struggling. Like I even had a coach, and that coach was, because I believe everyone needs a coach. Like you need a coach, I need a coach, and I had coaches before as well. Mindset, business, because we all need accountability, we all need guidance. And my coach was telling me, you need to do more videos. Like, and I couldn't. I was so I can't do videos. I can't talk to a camera. I don't feel comfortable. I'll keep posting pictures because I think I feel good on pictures, and I kept posting pictures and pictures, but things started to, I mean, that's a law of insanity. If you keep doing the same, you get the same results, right? And that's exactly what happened. Like, I kept doing pictures but getting the same results until I would say mid 2021, end of 2021, I started to make some videos. So this is like 3 years and a half ago. I started to make some videos. I didn't feel comfortable at all. I felt terrible. But I kept going. I kept showing up until I think mid 2021. I created my new Instagram page from scratch, like from zero, because my other one was personal, and anyway, it doesn't matter now. And I created it from zero, and I kept showing up no matter what. So my lesson here for you is simply consistency. As cliche as it sounds, consistency is the name of the game. Like, I was fortunate enough to be always dialed in physically in terms of, not lucky with genetics, by the way, just since I'm 18 or 19 years old, I was always like very active, started to go to the gym when I was 19 years old, so I was very consistent. And I knew that my body wasn't built overnight. Even though I had moments where I was out of shape, when I had my injury on my elbow, I lost my shape. I had a few moments in my life, of course, that I wasn't in shape. It happens, that's perfectly normal. I'm not always in shape. And that moment where I had the injury, I left my job. I was with 1 month visa, almost I had to leave the country again. With the injury on my elbow, I couldn't work out decently. So this was literally rock bottom. But I know that adversity is what makes you, you know, it's what makes you. The same thing with the gym. Like I like to use this analogy because it's so real, you know. Like when you go to the gym, like you can go to the gym every day and make like easy workouts. You're not going to get results, but so you need to push yourself. You need to break down the muscle fibers in order for them to grow stronger. You need to push yourself. You need to sweat. You need to be out of the comfort zone in order for your body to grow stronger and to adapt. And I knew that business, money, financial freedom would be on the other side of me applying the same degree of discipline that I applied to my body, but doing it on the other side of my life, on the other component, the financial component, and my professional component. And that's what I did. I kept showing up no matter what. I keep posting daily stories. I keep practicing. I had like three people checking my stories. I had posts with 1 like, sometimes 0 likes, 2 likes for months and months and months. I thought of giving up. I doubted my skills. I thought why should people listen to me? There are so many more qualified people. Why should people listen to me? The market is saturated. There is a lot of people doing this already. No one will listen to me. Like, why should they even follow me? But I kept going no matter what, because I knew deep inside that I had the knowledge to help more people, and me keeping the knowledge for me would be selfish. And I didn't want to be selfish. I wanted to spread this message, to share this message, because I knew that deep inside I could help way, way, way more people. I just needed to find the way how, because I was just used to work with one-on-one in person, and I felt really good with it, with that personal connection in the gym, but I couldn't talk to a camera to spread this message, and I know that this would be the way out, both for me to help more people, to touch more lives, to impact more lives, and to create the life that I want without trading my time for money, without being in a gym, being paid for an hour. And that's basically it, guys. Here we are today, 3.5 years later, after I started my Instagram page from zero, the day that I reached 50,000 followers, in the moment where I started to literally open my laptop, do my courses, online courses, trying to figure out, like, I used to take pictures here for my fitness page as well. Like, this is literally where it all started. And it means a lot to me, this place. It means a lot. But again, I'm not here to talk about the place. I'm here just to maybe inspire you to take action and to never give up in any field of your life. If it's your fitness, if it's your business, if it's your professional or personal life or anything, keep showing up, because most of the days you're not going to feel like showing up. You're not going to feel motivated. You need to keep doing it no matter what. I kept posting. I kept showing up no matter what. I didn't have likes, I didn't have views, people didn't care, I didn't have money, I didn't have anything. And I kept showing up because I knew that that's the same thing with the gym. I go to the gym and I'm not going to be in shape with 1 workout or 5 workouts or 10 workouts. I need to keep showing up. And this is the same for you. Keep showing up, keep putting in the work, don't rely on motivation. Rely on consistency, rely on discipline, and literally the best version of yourself will be on the other side of you putting in the work on the days that you don't feel like doing it. Okay, so keep showing up, keep doing what you're meant to do, and remember, the days that you don't feel like putting in the work, that's exactly when you should be putting, because those are the days that will make the difference. And in 1, 2, 3, 5 years, you're gonna thank yourself then that you didn't give up. Right, guys, and that's what I wanted to share today. I hope you're still with me after almost 25 minutes. I rumbled here a bit, maybe things that you didn't need to listen, and probably things that you didn't know that I never shared on social media, but I decided to share today because I believe this can help someone. So that's it for it, guys, today. Let's now finish this Italian coffee, Caffè Nero. Let's finish this one, get some work done, and we're gonna get ready to smash a good leg workout. I'll see you very soon, and let's do this.